So we can recognize that there are three different kinds of approaches to life, all of which we've looked at so far. So you've got this Freudian approach from Sigmund Freud. And the Freudian approach is we can think of it like the will to pleasure. And that is the idea that what motivates humans is the desire for pleasure. So if you remember our talks about Freud, well, very brief talks about Freud, or if any of you guys have taken psychology before, you understand that Freud's big thing is pleasure, man. People just want sex, and everything is about sex. You know, why is the marker this shape? Well, you know, this is what Freud would say. Makes you wonder why he liked his cigars so much. But the idea is that everything that we do... Just saying. No, seriously, the guy was so addicted to cigars that he got cancer in his jaw and he couldn't open his mouth anymore at the end of his life. He got clothespins to open his mouth so that he could smoke more cigars. That's how addicted this guy was, yeah.
Like my grandma, she died from like lung cancer, but even when her case was already really severe, she still smoked cigarettes in the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah. I tell you something.
But it stopped my dad from smoking cigarettes though.
And that served that purpose then. There's a my favorite band is a band called The Smiths.
Oh, I love it.
There you go. As I said, if you know, you know. And they have a great song called What She Said. And the lyrics are largely taken from a book called by Grand Central Station. Taste of Honey by Shelley Delaney. It's a play. And one of the lines in there, she says, what she said, I smoke because I'm hoping for an early death. And there's something that's there where people engage in addictions almost as a suicide mechanism. It's a really ugly thing to do. So now you've got Nietzsche, who doesn't think that life is all about pleasure. He thinks that life is all about a desire for power. He calls it the will to power. So he believes that all human activity is geared towards trying to accumulate more power. Not trying to accumulate more pleasure, but trying to accumulate more power. So this is one of the reasons that when we talk about Nietzsche, his whole thing is about embrace the suffering, overcome it because it makes you more powerful. Remember the statement, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, makes me more powerful? It comes from Nietzsche. It doesn't come from Taylor Swift.
It wasn't Taylor Swift.
I always bothered me. I always think like, God, it'd be so awesome if like when artists take those things from other people, if they told people in interviews, oh yeah, that comes from Nietzsche, and I wonder how many of us would go sit there and go, huh, maybe I should look into that, maybe I should read it.
I think
you know?
knowledge and wisdom is power.
Knowledge and wisdom? Unbelievably so.
I feel so powerful somehow.
Oh yeah. Especially if, like I've talked about before, if you're particularly articulate and powerful in your speech, you can change the course of the world. You can change the course of people's lives.
But you'll get shot.
But you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna get shot.
Hey, if it's the same larger population of people, like what we were talking about.
As long as I'm in that population that survives. And then finally, Viktor Frankl is the will to meaning. And so he argues that all of life is geared towards trying to establish meaning. So these are the thinkers who've come before him. Nietzsche comes first. He believes it's all about power. Freud believes it's all about pleasure. Frankl believes that it's all about trying to find meaning in life. And that the things that we do in life is trying to overcome that lack of meaning and purpose. And so he argues that essentially what that means is that all of your actions are, well, meaning is discovered. Meaning is discovered through your right actions. It's not created, if that makes sense. So we might say that meaning is discovered. So the idea is that when you're doing something, you can find a meaning in it. You can find a purpose in it, even if you think there isn't one. And remember how we began by looking at the idea that we're trying to find meaning in any circumstance. In any circumstance. So in this case here, meaning is discovered. No matter what the circumstance is, it's discovered, not created. And I'm going to put a little asterisk next to that. Because that's not exactly totally accurate. I'll clarify that as we go. If that makes sense. And whether we discover that sort of thing is discovered, we're going to say it's through right action. Through right action. And by right action, I mean doing the right thing. If you think back to Socrates, It's a big theme from him. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
But what is it?
Well, that's what Socrates is trying to discover. What is the right thing? And all these guys seem to believe that virtue, proper action, is something that we can discover. So,
It is all within yourself.
yeah. Whereas with Socrates, it's inside of you. So, questions about it? All right. Hopefully,